Hello and welcome back to another video of adventure rod doing adventure rod type things. So in this video we're going to take a little ride up towards Chilliwack Lake, and after we go up the road for a ways and pass some amazing free campsites along the Chilliwack River, where there's usually people fishing and hanging out along the river. Ride up the valley a little bit farther, and once we get to the turnoff, we go towards Mount Chiem, which is coming up here on the left. We're going to hit the dirt, and so it's a pretty easy Forest Service road. It's pretty wide at the beginning, usually pretty potholey too, and it's a very active road because it has lots of different branches. Somewhere up to the right there's a turn off to Foley Lake. Today I'm just going to take a little rip down the bench road that follows along Chilliwack River on the other side of it, and this will be a fun quick ride. Maybe noticing the sticker that I have on my windshield. No, it doesn't say Visa. It's actually my logo, Adventure Rod. It's facing from the front, so I know that looks a little bit funky when you look at it through the windshield from behind. And now that I said Visa, you won't unsee it. So if Visa, you want to sponsor me, let me know. That would be pretty cool. So this is still riding along bench road, and really nice views of the river as you go by. And I'll just pause from my talking for a little bit and enjoy the views and the sound of the motorcycle ripping through the forest. You never quite know what you're going to see on these roads. Today I got to pass an adventure vehicle. Oh yeah, sorry, it's just a rental vehicle from probably Vancouver in a vehicle sharing program out here on a Forest Service road in Chilliwack. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be up here, but anyway, they're enjoying the adventure too. There's some really cool creek crossings on this trail, and fun to stop and smell the roses sometimes, and then work on your acceleration and cornering. Through these turns, you want to stay right as much as you can if you can't see ahead, because there's often vehicles coming the other direction. And so just be careful out there when you ride. Coming up here on the left, there's some pretty decent camping opportunities, and you see people tucked into the forest there along the river, between the road and the river. It does quiet down quite a bit at night, not too much activity on this road late at night. And unfortunately, it's not controlled camping, free dispersed camping, which also means that people are often playing some loud music and having a party. So if you're there hoping for some solitude, go camping midweek, not on the weekend. I've learned that the hard way. But anyway, it's a beautiful road, and really nice sections through here where when it's dry and hard packed, you can really fly through the forest, and that's kind of a neat feeling on a motorcycle. So if you haven't figured it out already, I'm riding a 2019 KTM 1090 Adventure R. Done quite a few modifications on it. Mostly fixing stuff, things like the fuel pump replacement, a radiator replacement, not planned. But then I've added a few other things to it to make it ride better. So here's getting deeper into the forest, and the road doesn't get too technical through here. It does narrow up a little bit, and there's still some very fast sections to ride on. So enjoy watching this next part. Well, if you ever wanted to know what 100 kilometers an hour looks like in the forest, that's what it looks like. I have gone into that corner fairly hot, and there's another straight section coming up here. Again, different times of the year, this road looks quite a bit different. You can see all the potholes. Every once in a while they grade it, and it looks really smooth, and it is a very fast section. You can see everything's wide open, good visibility. You just have to remember that in the forest, there's no sharp corner signs, so this is a pretty tight corner, going from 5/4 gear down into first, turning the corner, and then getting to enjoy a little more twisties in the forest. Love this section here. Again, you're slowing right down, turning the corner, and then ripping up the hill. This is a fun road going either direction. For some reason, I always feel like going from east to west is the preferred direction. I don't know why. It's just the one I've ridden the most. So every once in a while, I like to get a little crazy and ride it the other direction. Anyway, it's a fun road going either way. Eventually, this road does wind its way up towards Elk Mountain, the start of the trailhead. And so you'll see it eventually coming up here, but you keep going up now, and there's some pretty good corners, even a couple fairly tight switchbacks that you just have to be aware of. But the best part of this road in this section is the beautiful view of the valley looking across, and it is kind of hard to take in the view with your eyes when you're trying to get down the road, but maybe once in a while I should stop and take a look. But it's just so much fun flying down this road in the forest, and just love it. So keep watching this, and I'll talk to you more in a second. Recognize that there's lots of wind noise, and probably hear if you've got a good ear. My chain is a little bit loose, and so it's the clickety clack in some shifting situations or as I'm decelerating. I did adjust it shortly after this ride, and what's really cool about this trail here is it does climb quite a bit, and so you're able to really get on the throttle and push it up the hill, and that's a lot of fun. This is coming up here on some really tight sections, a former washout, I'm sure, and you do have to be pretty careful of people coming the other direction through here. So we just keep climbing up and up. One of the things that you'll notice here is a fork in the road, and if you go down to the left there, that's exiting back onto Chilliwack Lake Road, and this is the part of the road where you climb up to Elk Mountain Trailhead. And it's a pretty nice little section of the trail where you get a lot of tree cover and trying to see the holes and potholes and different changes in the terrain through the flashing of the lights through the trees. It's kind of a cool effect when you're riding, but sometimes if you don't know the road very well, it surprises you with a rock in the middle of the road. And so every once in a while you'll see my handlebars bounce pretty violently. That's just me not seeing a rock and getting a little bit crazy with it. A lot of forestry up in this area, logging, and so every once in a while I'll come across a brand new area that they're clearing out. So that was one of them back there. So here the forest gets a little bit more dense as you climb, and we're almost at the trailhead coming up here pretty soon. But before you get to the trailhead, you get one of the most spectacular views of this whole trip, the one in which makes it all worthwhile, and one in which most of us who ride on this trail stop and take some pictures. So this is probably one of the best lookouts that's on this trail. Probably noticing that sheepskin I have on my seat. It's a Costco special. Sheepskin rug purchased, cut in half, and half of it works great on my motorcycle and the other half works great on my wife's motorcycle. Yes, I'm pretty fortunate to have a wife that rides, and she has a little Triumph Street Twin, and pretty fun bike to ride. Not so great off-road, but she doesn't want to go off-road, so that's why you don't see the Street Twin up here. So this road does continue to climb, and in the winter time, or in the shoulder season especially, we often find snow in these dark shaded areas up here, and so it could be warm in the valley but cold and below 0 Celsius up here. But that just makes this a really fun trail because there's lots of variety, and kind of cool to see the snow in the spring and early fall. Finally, I kept talking about this Elkhead trailhead. Well, there it is. rode right past it. I'll go hike that another day. And this now is the descent, and this trail spits you out at the top of Ryder Lake. And so here's an overhead view of the ride, and it's a pretty cool 3D picture of it as we go ripping down the road there. Yeah, 112 kilometers an hour in the forest. And yeah, pretty awesome ride, awesome day, and I recommend riding the Chipmunk Creek Forest Service Road. And so thanks for watching.